Hello everyone, this is Molly from Shanghai, China, and it's really happy for me to be here to record this video about teaching with technology. And in today's course, I'm going to introduce you to a very useful and easy to use, user-friendly application called Johnny Grammar by the British Council. And before the class, for the homework of the last class, I have already given you some information about this application so that each of you, I guess, have run through a little bit about the introduction and have the application on your phone or your iPad. Is it right? So please raise up your hands if you haven't got the application. That's great. We have all of 12 students and all of you are having this application. Now I'm going to ask one of you to tell me if you have already tried to use this app and what do you think of it? Okay, so what about Elsie? I know you used to be a technophobia, right? I remember that during one course you shared with us your opinion of technology, and you think that sometimes those applications or softwares may not be very reliable, meaning that sometimes we have to have very strong internet connection in order to use it. Is that right? So have you ever changed your opinions on this recently? Yes, that's right. You are more curious about exploring things with the encouragement of me and also other students, right? Yeah, that's good. So, we have heard the sharing from Elsie, who said that maybe at the very beginning she was also very used to all the books things and I think they were more reliable. However, after some exploration and discussion with her classmates, she also thinks that sometimes exploring applications can be very interesting, and some of them are providing us with very interesting, interactive, and inspiring activities that the book things can never do. Okay, so now I have made now I've been pretty much sure that you have no problem with the application itself. So now let's see, open the book. Please open the book to the page 10. And today we are going to introduce our VOA Special English article, which is called, Tom, could you please read the title for us? That's great. American English versus British English. Yeah, this article just makes the comparison between the two very different styles. And actually today I will first ask you to do a warm-up activity, which is for you to not look at the book. In comparison, this time I would like to use the application and you can do this, follow to me, okay? So first let's open up this Johnny Grammar, which is produced by the British Council, right? So actually it's called Word Challenge. So there are many different challenge activities. You can register and then you see 3 items called grammar, words, and spelling. Today we are going on to the part of spelling because spelling can be totally different in British English and American English, right? So first let's do a 1-minute word challenge by yourself about the word category about study, okay? And before you actually get it started, I will group it into 2 so that you all can pass. First, you just do it individually. For example, I will pair Frank and Francis into a group so that first, maybe Frank will do the 1-minute challenge and Francis is looking at him and giving him some help with the technology, but not the content. Okay, in this way, I hope that you will not be in trouble about the operation thing because you are helping each other. So when one is finished, let's take turns for the other student to do the test and the former one to do the supervision. Okay, and after about 2 minutes, you have already done all of your work. It's time for you to make a list of some of the mistakes that you have made and then try to just make sure you can use some dictionary or some things to get some meaning of these words. And then I will give you totally 5 minutes for this task. And after the 5 minutes, I would like each group to write some words that you think find most difficult on our blackboard. Okay, so in this activity, I want you to use the technology instead of the book to do a warm-up so that you try to get a basic idea of whether spelling is really important and what kind of words make you feel very challenging to spell correctly in English. Okay, so anyone have any questions about my assignment? No. Okay, so I'll give you a pass. This time, I would like you to work with the student who sits closest to you, right? Like I mentioned before, Francis, Elsie and Tom, and also you two, and you two. Is that clear? Okay, now I will set a 5-minute time limit on my phone, and after those 5 minutes, I will ask a representative from each group to write on the blackboard. Okay, so let's get it started. I will give you 5 minutes.